Give me a hell yeah!
What is happening to me?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 93 of the studio. I hope we're all having a good night tonight. Before we begin, though, I just want to take some time and thank all of you out there for checking the show out, as well as the channel. Whether you're a day one fan, casual viewer, or first timer checking us out, without you guys, there's no show, and we appreciate your loyalty and support. I also just want to remind everyone that we do have a Ko-Fi page where you can donate to the channel. No donation is too big. Small, and is always appreciated. Before we go, oh God, I want to end the show already. I wrote a script and I'm already screwing up, guys. It's typical me, right? What would this show be without some kind of error? Before we say hello to you guys in the chat and to all of our friends that are coming on to be on the show later, let's all give it up for the matron of mayhem, the deadly disher of the derogatory, the den mother of the studio, Mama Bear to us all. Show some love in the chat for the one and the only Mama Donna.
Hello, everyone. Y'all ready for a good show?
Yeah, we're all ready for a good show. Are you ready for a good show?
Yes, I am.
You got your spider senses tingling?
Nah,
You got your web flippers ready to go? No?
I got my Cheetos beside me.
Thanks, Mama Donna. It's always a pleasure having you guys here. Having you here. The guys will be here shortly. EPPLE said it's taking dinner a little bit longer than usual. Guys, before we kick the tires and light the fires on this bad boy, we are celebrating the absolutely monstrous success of Spider-Man Brand New Day, having hit the $1 billion mark the Monday after its opening weekend and completely decimating the new and not so great DCU from James Gunn. And as we get on full on into show mode, we're also going to be trying a few new things here a little later that we hope you enjoy, and as well as checking out some active comic book campaigns that are going to be on Back Me Bro, Fund My Comic, and Nigogo. So without further ado, let's get into it. Sheldon Martin is in the house. What's up, buddy?
Howdy, Don.
How you doing, man? Congratulations on getting your campaign funded, buddy.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I know. That was a huge weight off my shoulders.
Hell yeah. Everybody got in there at the last minute and got you boosted up.
I know. One day I'm going to have a campaign where I get fully funded right away. I don't have to worry about this.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Over in the chat, we got, I'm going to try to say this, Yashikaji Kira Killer Queen. Did I get that right?
That's a killer name.
Yo. And we got Eisen 23-Y5M. Yo, let's go. I agree. Let's go. So Spider-Man Brand New Day. I saw it. I loved it. There was a few aspects with the spoiler alert, certain redhead that's in it that I didn't really dig or care for or think it even needed to be there. But as far as the rest of the movie, I really liked it. Sheldon, have you seen it yet?
I haven't, no. But it was pretty hard to avoid that the redhead spoiler, though.
Yeah, a little hard. I mean, everybody on the internet just kind of ruined it. Well, maybe not ruined it, but they already told us who it was. But I don't want to be accused of being the bad guy that spoils it for the one or two people out there in the world who may not know.
Yeah, maybe I'll get lucky and see it tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe. I guess I can call this individual Killer or Kira. Says that they're new here, and if the name is too difficult, you can call me Killer or Kira. Well, I will do that, and thank you for stopping in and checking the show out. Hopefully, you'll give us a like and subscribe and share the stream out as well, because we're always welcoming to new people here in the chat and on the show. We want to embrace our fans. We want to grow our family, and we just want to have fun. We just want to have fun. Draw some killer comic book art, do some cool stuff, and try to stay out of the ire of Mama Donna.
Yeah, the real killer queen. Hey, Mama Donna.
Hi.
Yeah, so before I get started with my stuff, I just want to show everybody my finished piece from last week's show. We hosted Mark Polton.
Oh, nice.
We were talking about Universal's initiative. Yeah, that's the character. I'm going to forget.
Yeah,
Atlas,
I forgot all the
I think
names.
it is. Yeah, this is Atlas. And he's a big red dude. who swings a big axe, and it's got a nice little array of dreadlocks up on top of his little bald head. But he's a pretty cool looking dude. I haven't colored it yet. I don't know if I'm going to have the time to color it because I am full swing into a mega mission, guys. I'm revamping the script. I'm adding some things. Everybody keeps telling me, Don, stop adding stuff to the script, you moron. You're never going to get the comic book finished. And I'm hard-headed. I can't listen to people, man. I got to do it my way. I got to do it my way, guys. Just call me Frank Sinatra. John!
What's up?
What's going on, you magnificent son of a
John.
bitch? How you doing, buddy?
How's it going, guys?
I saw your logo that Scribe did for you.
Yes, he
is
knocked it out of the park.
Hey, Michael. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Don?
Doing pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Ortiz has joined us, the creator of Arachnus, hit independent 90s comic book. How's it going?
Totally 90s, all 90s. For sure.
It's got to be 90s or it's no good, right?
Pretty much.
Luckily.
I mean, you know.
It's still the 90s in my head.
That's right. I mean, you know, the comic books for the day, they don't cut it for me.
No,
Yeah.
Gotta have
Not
the
really.
90s flair. Gotta have the dynamic art and whatnot.
Yeah, well,
So is anybody go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
no, I was just gonna say I don't mind 90s. I like it, but I'm hoping, that I evolved as an artist and my work, resonates today as well as it did 30 years ago.
I'm looking forward to seeing some new stuff from you, man. Have you done anything new you can share with us yet?
No, not really.
Judging by the sketches, your art looks really cool.
Right?
Yeah, I appreciate it, and I'm hoping it's coming out cool. But I don't know. Lately, the past couple of months, I've been trying to write, and I've shied away from doing like any artwork except for airbrushing, which I've been doing that lately to just manage to make some money.
Well, the airbrushing is pretty kick-ass too, though, man.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just haven't been able to get an airbrush gig that I want to do. So far, the subjects that I've been working on are like, I don't like to do artwork that's where I have to be really technical and precise. So I'm working with masking and cutting and like the precision type of airbrushing. I'd rather not, but I have to in this case.
You do the things I think some of the stuff that you showed on past episodes when you do like the motorcycle gas tanks and stuff. That stuff looks really good. I am curious though. Have you ever done like the side of a van?
Oh yeah. I've airbrushed in the past 30 years. I airbrushed everything.
Hell yeah, dude.
Vans and trucks, and I did a whole series of these monster trucks here in Florida, or down here, and this was years ago. But and it's controversial today. I don't know. Back when I was doing it in the early part of the 2000s, it was nothing. I mean, I airbrushed so many rebel flags on so many trucks out here.
Rebel flags?
It was just, rebel flags. That's what they wanted.
Wow.
And I did a whole monster truck with rebel zombie soldiers literally pouring out of the paint in the trucks. Like I had them ripping through the paint and coming out. And there were rebel dead soldiers waving the rebel flag, because I had them, a zombie coming out of the side of the door.
Wow.
It looked like he was ripped out of the paint, and I had him coming out holding a rebel flag in his hand, and it was waving down the side of the truck, and I put a drop shadow under it. I mean, it came out badass. That guy went, and it was a giant F-250, and he put the lift on there and had giant wheels, like a monster truck wheels, right?
Oh, dude.
and the whole thing was zombified. And I did everything freehand. I just painted the shit out of it. I wish I had photos. I really wish I did, but those are among many other airbrush jobs I've done in the past. I have no photos of anymore. I lost them.
Damn.
But this guy though, he went on. He competed in 100 truck shows and competitions, and he, it was 100 because that's how many trophies he counted out that he had won, and he had won with this truck. Every single trophy he got was first place or best of show.
Nice.
He didn't get anything less than that, and he won 100 different times. And I thought that was cool.
That's got to make you feel good,
It did, but unfortunately, just one of those things that happened back in the early 2000s. That was like 2005 or 2006.
Back in the good old days.
Yeah, it was good. Airbrushing was real popular at the time because it was on.
That was a good
TV
time to be airbrushing.
Yeah.
I was never good at airbrushing. My dad had a kit, and he actually bought me one. He used to do a lot of the like the World War II airplane models and stuff, and model tanks, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
He was really good. Yeah. When I find the pictures one day, I'll post them online. He did a lot of stuff with like tanks and the airplanes and like half tracks and stuff like that. Man, he was a monster with it.
That's cool.
Yeah, he did an airplane for Mama Donna. Where the guy had wrecked. I think it was a Messerschmitt BF 109. Is that what they called it? Yeah. And he did it and I watched him do it. He was taking a cigarette lighter and he was like, everything's, made of plastic and everything. And he's bending the propellers in such a way, and he's drilled little holes in the side of the wing and up to the fuselage and into the canopy. I'm all like 10 years old at a time. I'm just amazed by everything he's doing. And he's telling a complete story with this one model. And Mom, why don't you tell him the best part, Mom?
Guy hanging over the side with the blood dripping.
Yeah. Now that was cool. Did you guys hear that?
No, what did she say?
The pilot was hanging over the side of the aircraft with the blood coming out of him.
Oh, man.
And this is
the detail.
And Dad would just sit there and do that freehand. It was just amazing to watch him do that with the camouflage and everything. Yeah, we still got the plane somewhere. Sheldon, Saboteur Comics is in the chat. What's up, Sab? And he's wishing you congratulations.
Oh, hey, thanks, Seb.
And Sab, congratulations are due to you too, man, because Rob Norton, who has a pretty big YouTube following on his channel, he was reviewing your book, man. That's got to make you feel good because he had nothing but nice things to say about it. So good for you too, buddy.
Yeah, pro work, pro comic.
Yeah.
He backed my comic as well, so thanks for that.
Yeah. We all try to help each other here.
Yeah. Do what we can. I mean, the shares were appreciated too.
Oh, God, yes. Shares, subs, money.
Yeah, every little thing.
It's all good.
It all comes together.
So now that you're fully funded, sir, I guess it's full swing, full steam ahead for you, right?
Yep. Yeah, I finished up one last giveaway and going back to penciling page 51. It's out of 72 pages, so
that's not a bad head start, man.
Yeah, it should be moving along pretty quick.
I think that's the way to go. It shows people that you're taking it seriously, finishing the book.
Yeah, exactly. That's
instead of me, who's just not taking anything seriously at all.
Well, at least you didn't launch anything.
No, I tried doing it once before. I launched it once before, but some things had happened, and I quickly realized that I'm not going to be able to fulfill this in a timely manner. And the last thing I want to do is be that guy that everybody hates because he's not getting his book done on time. And, I got people's money. Yeah. And I think people had funded, I think it got over close to $1,500. It took a couple of weeks to get there. And it took a while, but I got everybody refunded. And there was quite a few people actually who told me to keep the money. He said, just keep the money and just, make sure the book is great and let us know when it comes out, and we will be glad to support it. And I got those people's names on a list, and I'm going to give them some free stuff when the book does come out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Kira is also saying, hey, congrats, Dad. What's up? Everybody is such a wonderful, positive influence here. I love it.
Just lots of breaths of fresh air.
What is this? Sab, I don't get the reference. Oh, crap, 71. Oh, you're talking about the page count. Page count. Gotcha. Yeah. I was going to shoot for like 32 on mine, but what I did was I went back and I was going through some old paperwork, and I found the original script that I wrote for mine from back in 1997. And I was like, well, let's check this out and see if there's anything, what was my mindset for this way back then? Yeah, what mind? And there was some surprising stuff that I had forgotten about that I kind of wanted to use now. So I opened up Word and I'm re-editing, and I don't have a page count yet, but I already know that it's going to end up being over 50 at some point. So, I got to make it harder on myself. I'm not that intelligent. But what I do know is I want to put the best book that I possibly can out there.
Well, that sounds intelligent to me.
Hell yeah. Sab says, thank you, Kira. And Marley Manga in the house. What's up, Michael Ferrero?
Hey, Michael.
Friday nights. Check him out over on his YouTube channel. I'll have a link to that in the description as well. They do a pretty good show over there. The names of everyone that's on that show. He's got Mad Ruth and
Jason Sandberg, I think.
He do a pretty good show over there too.
Yeah. Mike's got a brand new camera too, so he comes in all clear.
Yeah, it's about time. Stop going to Temu, dude. Kira says it's very cool, thanks. And then you already made a comic. I'm still working on mine. Well, yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I decided on mine. I'm just going to do the best I can do, and if it's good, great. If not, I'll do better later.
Well, dude, that logo that Scribe made for you is kick ass, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to get in one of those traps where I'm just constantly, oh, hey, I'm working on this, and then I never end up getting anything done.
Did you give him any notes for the design?
Yeah, I had a rough one that I had worked up, but I don't think I do well with letters.
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
So I asked him I gave him something to work from, and then I let him do his thing.
Yeah, it was really impressive when he showed that.
Actually, I can send it to you if you want, so you can show it off.
Let me see if I can find it on Twitter real quick. Let me see. Oh, you still inking, huh? You inking more plaid pages?
Yeah, I had finished that page that I posted,
Uh-huh.
and I started inking the cover of my book.
Nice. Yeah, here we go. It's right here. This looks like a movie poster kind of to me.
Well, it's kind of what I wanted.
Yeah,
that's really nicely done.
That is pretty good. Guys, if you want a logo made, go over to Scribe's X page. It's at Scribe Comics, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Give them a shout out and say, hey, we'll pay you very well and generously. Maybe even with body parts and maybe an internal organ or two.
Nobody says they have to be your own.
With a really cool logo like he did for John EPPLE Suicide Run.
Suicide Run, huh?
Yeah, he obviously does pro work.
Yeah, he does.
looks
Oh
good.
yeah, I
could have
worked with him otherwise.
design like that for you myself, actually.
And it doesn't hurt that Scribe's kind of a nice guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he likes pineapple on his pizza, but I mean,
Oh,
other than that, he's a pretty cool guy.
just about. You can
Is
get
that
Scribe with
digital
a... Oh, go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
That artwork, the artwork, is that digital?
Yeah, I
think-
believe he did it digitally.
Okay.
Gnarly Manga says that he's actually on Mad Bruce channel. Okay, I apologize. I will correct the
Here
description.
we go.
Guys, I think Scribe is on. He's on the Comics Gate Commandos, which comes on this evening too. And I'm hoping that after the show, I'll go over there and hang out with them for a little while. If Quinlan remembers to send me the link, be my first time over there. Just kind of hang out and say hello to everybody.
I'm looking for my original logo right now. I'm going to send it in the X chat.
Bro says he looks like a human. Did you shave your face, dude? Is this what you're talking about? Did you trim the prepubescent hair that you were trying to say was a beard? I'm just busting your balls, buddy. I have to clarify these days when I joke around and pick on my friends because I've been accused in the past of being a butthole.
No.
I'm trying to be better. People say that I bully them. And I'm me.
Yeah, I sent my original to the studio chat on X.
Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, head on over there. See what we got. It would help if I clicked on the right tab, right?
I hear it does.
Yeah. This technology, it's so new to me, guys. I don't know, man. All right, let me see. Let's go to share and then back up here and reveal. That's not bad either. I like that. Now,
No,
this is the one you did, right?
Yep. It was, since Suicide Squad was a big influence on the book, while I did like this, I felt it was a little too close to the original. So I wanted to try to lean away from that.
Yeah, because of the bullet holes? Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the font that I had as well.
I don't know, man. I still kind of like it. Maybe use that. Are you going to do like a letters page or anything?
We'll see how it goes. I haven't thought that far ahead.
That'd be a good t-shirt design.
Maybe.
Yeah. Trying to pump you up, man.
Yeah, definitely a good t-shirt design. If you had the problem that I'm seeing, the only problem that I see is run blends into the background. So you need like a thicker border to make sure that the run part stands out a lot. So you could maybe make that spade in the back cover both suicide and run to give run a contrast. Because right now
that
with
was the kind of stuff that I let Scribe kind of do his own thing. It's because I was kind of stuck with where I was. Yeah. So I figured he could look at it from a different perspective.
Yeah, it's a really nice logo, and I like the bullet hole going through the run.
John, what you need to do, John, is go ahead and submit this to the fellows over at Hard Art and let Malin pick it apart for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Get a really in-depth review because you have Splatter here, and you know how he feels about that.
No, I haven't. I haven't watched the show. Yeah. Apparently, he's not a fan of Splatter.
I like Splatter if it's done right. I think it works. If it's done right.
I don't mind it within reason.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean by if it works.
What are you doing comic books if you do it within reason, man?
Well, I mean, there's a time and place for it.
Like people like
New Internet. Okay.
Jason Alexander. What's his name? Jason Scott Alexander, right?
Oh, the guy that did Spawn?
Yeah.
Sounds very familiar.
He does a lot of splatter work also, like with his inks. He's really good at his work, at what he does, but he mostly uses ink in his work, and he throws that shit around, splatters it all over the place, and really, makes it look cool. I think he did some really excellent work in the Spawn books that he did do. I thought he did really well. Sure.
His style kind of reminds me of dude he used to work on Punisher with Garth Ennis, and God, I can't think of anyone's name today.
Dylan, I think, is the one that drew it.
No, not that guy. Shit.
And
Yeah,
also, what's that guy? Sienkiewicz.
Bill
Bill-
Sienkiewicz is awesome.
Yeah, he does a lot of splatter kind of work too. I like it.
Damn it. I can't think of this guy's name. It's driving me crazy. Google's my friend.
The Punisher guy.
Yeah, type in.
You guys said we were drawing Spider-Man tonight, right?
Well, Spider, we can draw whatever you want. Just, don't really have a theme.
Oh. Yeah, I realized I have never in my life has drawn Spider-Man. And I don't know. Yeah.
The guy that draws a spider-based character is not John Spider.
No, I know. And I love Spider-Man. I just never drew him.
Let's draw Arachnus and Spider-Man fighting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I like to, but really.
Tim Bradstreet. That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Bradstreet.
I love his covers. He's not, he's not much of an interior artist because he uses models for his work, like photos, of characters, and then he makes them into his own drawings. But he can't his interior work. He doesn't know how to draw freehand or on the fly, but he can draw.
Yeah,
really
he's
well.
strictly reference.
Huh?
He's strictly reference.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew a lot of airbrush artists that were like that too.
Christopher
They were just really good at what they did.
Is that someone erasing?
Yep.
Or someone ate too much beans.
Or someone's watching a wrong kind of movie in the background?
Yeah.
Paid $8 for this movie.
That's it.
It's a rental.
Right. Yeah.
No, I don't like what I came up with, so I'm erasing it. Try to figure out what I want to do.
Yeah, same with me. I was trying to make this guy look like he's swinging, but it looks like he's posing in front of a fire.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying.
Well, I try to do my prep work when I can before the show. That way, all I'm doing during the stream is drawing, not fucking around trying to come up with a layout and
not conceptualizing.
yeah. Because I don't want to pull a what was that dude on the Graybeards? That inker guy that did his own comic and then never delivered it.
Jimmy Reyes?
No, not him. It was a different guy.
Yeah, man. Is he still on Graybeards?
No, he
Rob Hunter.
That's it.
Oh,
I don't want to Rob Hunter the show.
Yeah,
So all I try to do is come up with at least a pose or something beforehand. That way I'm still actually drawing on stream and not Rob Huntering it.
Let that be a lesson for you kids out there. Never Rob Hunter it.
Uh-huh.
Because from what I understand, he really didn't come up with shit.
I don't know much about his story. All I remember is that he took the money and ran. And then
Yeah, I mean that was kind of the icing on the cake. Cause before he had done that, I had spoken to him, found out that he didn't live too far away from me. I'm like, hey, that was kind of cool. And then I find out all this stuff with him blowing the stream out his ass because he's not doing anything himself, copying shit all the time or all that, and then he's just taking the money and running. I can't respect anybody that does that.
No, that's not cool. Don't do that.
When you crowdfund, you're agreeing to pay people, or people are agreeing to pay you for a product. You don't deliver that product, you're a thief in my book.
Dum dum dum.
Can you imagine if that was the same way for like prostitution and stuff? Like, you pay the prostitute, she doesn't deliver, she just runs out the door. I don't know why my mind went there, but it did.
Yeah, I hear a lot about that in this industry, and like people taking your work and, using it. I forgot the name that is called. What is that called when somebody
It's called
uses your
Rob
work?
Granitoing it.
A what?
Rob Granito.
Mm, I
If
don't
you
know
know,
who
you
that is.
know.
Yeah, I feel you. They're out there, those Rob. And, and I ran into a couple. There was this kid that back in the day took one of my drawings that I did of Arachnus and was posting it on his art station page and was claiming the work. And I mean, I was flattered by it, but uh, people that I knew didn't appreciate it, so they went after him, told him to take it down and shit. But me personally, I didn't really care that he wanted to. If he was making money at it,
I
you know,
agree.
what can I say? I don't know.
I agree with Mr.
And
Bouchard.
insulted.
That's it though. If you didn't create the artwork though, you shouldn't be making money off of it.
Yeah. Well, another guy, he did. He took an Arachnus, one of my Arachnus covers to the book,
Uh-huh.
and produced these shirts with the design, big ass ones, and he was selling these shirts for $150 a piece.
What?
That's
Yeah.
theft.
That's straight
Yeah.
up theft.
Well, I was like, people are actually buying that shit. What the fuck?
Hey, Kira, thanks for popping on in the chat and checking us out. Hope you come back, man. Have a good evening. Saboteur says that he hates waiting years for a book and never getting it. Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to wait years. I understand sometimes life happens, but if you have to wait more than like a year or so, you shouldn't have ever launched in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see delays because you can't help that the letterer or the inker or whatever you hired for your book is screwing around or something like that. I can see that. Hey, that hindered what we were trying to accomplish. But if you're doing the book yourself, you should get as much done as possible so that backers know you're serious and you're not just out to take their money.
Yeah, really. Yeah, of course. You know, and the most important thing that it's like an artist-client relationship or an artist or everybody else relationship. And everything has to do with trust. You know, an artist can't go around and say, "Hey, I'm good. I can do, I can draw anything. So pay me and I'll do it for you." And people will be like, "All right, sure," without ever seeing what this guy can do.
You better pay me and not
So
look at
you
what I'm
got,
doing.
yeah, that's why we need a portfolio that, your portfolio sort of establishes whatever trust that you can, that you can get the job done. And people will know by your portfolio whether you can do a certain job or not, and, but that's initially for artists, the first stage is to get somebody to trust you before, and trust that you can do the work. And then the second would be to get paid for it, but first you got to establish that trust. And then when you do get that trust, I always found that in order to stay in the business, you got to and carry that trust and continue in a relationship where you deliver all the time, And so I was always, even as an artist, I always felt like I put 100% into what I'm doing. So whatever I'm airbrushing, whenever I get a job, I go at it 100%, and I try to give them the best that I got in every aspect of it. So my biggest problem, and it did hurt me sometimes because I was earnest about it, and I don't like to mislead, but I always had an issue with timing because in my head, I could plan out a whole design, and it literally only took me hours worth of work in my head. Like I got that figured out, boom. take me a couple hours.
That's the
I get it
hardest part for me.
done. Yeah, well, it never is that quick, and it always takes a long time. And so I always, I always cut myself short on timing. I'm like, instead of taking a week, I'll be like, I'll have it back to you in 3 days. And I should have taken 7 days. But, uh, I don't know. That was just a problem I had where I thought I can get work done quicker, and it usually took me longer.
See, with me, I try to get ask for more time that I need. That way, when I deliver it sooner, it makes me look better.
I read somewhere that's what Scotty from Star Trek would always do. When Kirk would scream at him, say, "Scotty, I need more power. How long do you think it's going to take?" And Scotty would say, "Oh, I don't know, Captain, maybe 3 hours."
Kind of did, Captain.
Kirk would say, "Well, you got 10 minutes." And the whole time, it really only took Scotty like 8 minutes.
He's just down there waiting. Yeah. Everyone's sweating.
Yeah. Well, some customers, like, I would ask for a certain amount of money to get the job done in a week, I suppose. And then I would have the job done in 2 days. And then they would be upset because they paid me so much money for 2 days worth of work. And I'm like, I can't really, I'm not charging you for the hours that I put into my work. I charge you for the job. And I said, I want $1,200 on this job, and it'll probably take me a week to do, but I worked on it, on my own time, and I got it done in 2 days. And so, I think that was a good day. I like those kind of days where I make, $1,000 to $600 a day on a job. And I try to do it as often as I could.
Wouldn't mind having some of those guys.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good day.
Yeah.
And not every job's like that, though. You could plan everything down, but it doesn't mean it's just going to work out that way, though.
Yeah, I know. It does. But, I had this weird confidence, though, and it's because I was able to just imagine, I didn't need references. It just let me go at it, and I'm just going to go. And then and I produced a lot of work like that throughout. My portfolio is filled with work like that where I just sometimes I'll use references, and of course I don't mind that. I've done portraits where I had to use references, and but I've looked at portraits airbrush by looking at them, and then I've also transferred airbrush or portrait drawings onto the surface and transferred it like that, and then paint them. And I had so much fun. It was a lot of fun.
I try really hard when I'm doing something, unless it's like, it's for me. If I'm doing something for a client, a paying customer, I try to use all the references they give me and all that kind of stuff. And I'm very, you pay attention to detail and all that kind of stuff. But if I'm doing something for me, I try not to use references at first. I try to really engage my, don't say it, Mom. I'm going to say engage my brain. Go ahead and make fun of me.
No, that's
yeah. I try to make my brain work a little bit more than usual,
Yeah.
Get the imagination flow going.
Well, that's exactly how it works. It's the imagination. I talk to a lot of artists like this, especially new artists who try to draw something off their imagination, and then they get so frustrated that they can't draw it out, like an elephant or a dog or whatever. And and coming from the way I'm able to draw things free-handed, growing up was because I did start with references. I referenced everything, like
you got to know what you're drawing.
Cats and dogs and animals and people all the time. I would draw them all the time, starting until I got comfortable enough to where I can draw a human body any shape, way, or form on my own. And then it just allowed you freedom to just explore with all kinds of characters and stuff and all kinds of different anatomies. And, I guess it just evolves that way. but it starts with because what you're doing when you're studying is your brain is literally in a question mode. You're asking, searching for answers, searching. So you're asking a lot of questions, like how can I make this look like this, or how can I get this good to draw this character, or how can I make an eye look more real, or how do I put the shadow down on this to make it more interesting, and all of these questions that we ask ourselves as artists. Uh, having patience and having enough faith to know that you are receiving the answers to those questions. You are receiving them. They're coming at you. The universe brings those answers to you.
Yeah.
Every single time you put your pencil to the paper, your brain is learning how to do something. And so when you concentrate on something, that's called studying. When you study something, you're gonna draw a lot of information from that. And I'm telling you, when it comes to searching your brain to help you draw something off the top of your head, it works when your brain is filled with all kinds of references already in there. And then sometimes you just have to just relax enough to let it come out on paper, but if you're too stressed about that's why, they say drawing on sketch paper or newspaper or paper that you don't really care about, some of your best work will come out of it because your brain automatically relaxes yourself to where you're not trying that hard. And when you're in that state of not trying that hard is when your best shit comes out. And that's that Zen mentality. It's when you're in a state of peace, when you're in the state of uh, remember that movie that Tom Cruise was in, The Last Samurai?
That's the one I've never seen.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I've seen it.
You picked the one I didn't see.
Well, Tom Cruise was trying to fight this guy with katanas and whatever, but he wasn't able to get it. The other guy was just too fast and too powerful. But his friend kept saying, when you're in there, no mind, just no mind. Don't mind this, don't mind that. Just go in there, no mind at all. And that was like his way of saying, clear your head and don't think of anything and just be in this state of peace and zen, and you become reactionary. And everything starts working perfectly at that moment. And that's where you need to find yourself. Often it's just in this state of total relaxation. And in that state is when your mind works at its best. That's when you have all the ideas, anything you want, your mind will answer it because you're in that state.
When's it gonna be my time for my brain to work, man?
Yeah. So
Well,
Kim
it does
Young-ji
take
was in that.
And breathing is the real deal. Breathing, you have to exercise breathing, and the point of breathing is to oxygenate your blood so that your blood oxygenates your brain. And the better your oxygen in your head, the clearer you're going to think. So you got to really learn to breathe and get your blood to soak up as much oxygen through breathing so you can get it to your brain.
I usually just need some caffeine and good music. I'm good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's all that breathing
those
stuff.
are those definitely. I like burn nag champa and smoke weed, and that puts me in my mood.
Smoking weed.
Breathe in through the nose, out through the fist.
Yeah,
I like to hold my breath and try to get as blue as possible.
yeah.
Then when I pass out and hit my head resoundingly against my desk, then I know I've reached peak asphyxiation.
Well, I try to be at peace. I don't smoke weed anymore, but I did back in the day when I was airbrushing, and it was, I had fun doing it. But nowadays, just coffee at night and good music. And
oh yeah, you gotta have the good music, man. You gotta have tunes.
But I haven't been drawing. I've been working on these characters though on my computer. I just they're kind of complicated. It was like a design that I was working on years ago, and I've been trying to develop it. And basically, I started drawing one couple here. They're just there's nothing really I can show you. They're just all mushy.
It's all top secret.
But anyway, I call them centaurs or
Oh, yeah?
centaur. Yeah, and spell them like
It's like Dave Brink's got a centaur character coming out too. I believe it's called Raybok.
Yeah,
Centaur.
That shit
looks
fire,
awesome.
dude. Yeah.
What does it look like?
Dude, let me see if I can
Badass.
find it up on Twitter. Oh my god, dude, it is fire. I can't remember who did the cover that he's been showing off.
Alan Goldman does a lot of work for him.
That's Alan Goldman doing it. I mean, I know
Maybe.
Alan's good, but damn, because
But I like that he used non-traditional fantasy characters for it.
Yeah, it's just so good, man. It looked like it should be stained glass. Let me see.
I do have a picture design that I made for the cover, and this is an old picture, like back in I did it
Dinosaur Man.
back in the early 2000, 2002. I think I still have it.
Oh, it's I think it's Oliver Isabedra. He's doing it. Let me see if I can share this real quick. I think Oliver did this one. This one here. This is the one I was talking about, but this is pretty fire too.
Ooh, that's cool. What is
That
that?
looks awesome.
Yeah.
Oops.
See if I can make it a little bit bigger.
That looks like it would be a pain to draw that centaur over and over again.
Centaur. Is that a real centaur?
I bet it's fun as hell though.
Yeah.
Or minotaur. I don't know.
No, Minotaur is the
Isn't it the bull guy?
the
Minotaur?
bull in human
Yeah.
form.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can find the one thing I'm looking for. He's been the book's not even out yet, and he's already being in fan art too. I mean, look at this stuff. This isn't bad at all.
Man, yeah, this is a terrible picture. 2003. I don't know if you guys can see it.
I'm on something else. Give me a minute, Mike.
Yeah, no, go ahead. No,
I'm trying to find that picture. Damn it. It wasn't that one. You guys know the one I'm talking about, right?
Probably. I follow Dave on just about everywhere, so I'm sure I've seen the picture you're talking about.
Yeah, I think he posted in our group too.
Damn it, Dave. Why do you got to post so much?
Yeah.
Like he's trying to make something of himself or something.
Right.
Jeez.
Yeah,
There it is. There it is. Patrick
what is
Blaine did this.
Oh, that's badass. He's done stuff
Man, I
as
wish
well.
It's such a small image. My glasses aren't working.
I can't really get it any bigger because Restream's being kind of a dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see it. I'm watching it on my big screen TV.
Oh, okay.
That's a ton of detail.
Yeah, that is just Jesus, man.
Yeah,
But I think that's how a good fantasy comic should be, though. There's lots of detail.
Yeah, definitely. That's beautiful. Yeah, I have a centaur superhero, or not a superhero, but a hero story, a centaur, of an actual centaur. I even got a drawing of that in here.
What
I'll
is
show
this
you.
we're looking at, Mike?
But this is the centaur that
Damn.
it's
cool.
he's a half man, half motorcycle.
Oh my God.
A chick on his back. And this is kind of like, I'm going to do like a cyberpunk story, but there's these synthetics and they're infused into their bikes. And I got like the real fast choppers, or the fast ones are like the crotch rocket bottoms and shit. And, but the other ones are more the street bikes that have the saddlebags. I got centaurs made out of them, but they're more medieval, like Vikings and battle axes and shields.
This is, dude, when you do stuff like this, it makes me physically ill. That's how good it is. It makes me.
Hey, I know a pretty decent inker if you need one.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah. This is just an old drawing, and I don't know why I got it on my.
I gotta ask,
file.
dude,
So-
how long does it take you to tighten the pencils like that?
Huh?
About how long does it take you to get your pencils so tight on something like this? All
Oh,
that detail. It's got to be what, a day or two at least.
yeah, probably longer.
I mean, non-stop plucking away at it, right?
Yeah, like I want to take this and redo it, because of all the mistakes that are in there. But
Mistakes. Shut up.
I can hide it.
I know but yeah, it's fucking like I
I'm
wanted
going
this girl
cross-eyed
to
just
hold on
looking
to
at
his
it.
stomach, but his stomach is way over here, so I don't know what she's holding on to.
Yeah, we know what she's holding on to.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
There's
not the
some sort of
handlebars.
stick shift she could
Oh, it's
hang
a
on to.
handlebar, all right.
It's not the handlebars.
Yeah, this is a new story that I'm developing called Centaur Rising, and basically the synthetic centaur, half man, half bike kind of ideas. And I got chicks that are like that too, and it's mostly a lot of it's like Mad Max on the highway, and Speed Racer at the same time. But
Mad Max is one of my favorite movies.
yeah, but I like that. I like those kind of stories where there's a lot of speed and a lot of battle at the same time. Uh, so that's what I'm hoping to do with Centaur. And another story that Centaur Rising is connected to called Race World. And basically, it's this giant planet about the size of Neptune. That's one giant fucking, not Neptune, but
Uranus.
Jupiter.
Uranus. You took
Jupiter.
it from me, dude. I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's about the size of Jupiter, and basically, it's I imagine it's just filled with just badass designs of every kind of vehicle you can possibly imagine that would compete in a real crazy ass fucking, like Ready Player One, but not with other. I don't want to use other licensed characters to make. And I want to just design everything myself and just come up with every kind of possible badass design I can imagine, along with whoever else wants to help interpret or make concepts of badass creations. They're out there. And then eventually, what I really want to do is make it into a motion comic on that you have to subscribe to
With a
watch it.
story like that, I think motion comic would be perfect.
Yeah, me too. There's a lot of elements. My brother learned Blender, so we can animate any part of the story we want. And of course, it's to make it look good, make it quick, and we got to be creative to tell her. But the only point there is to tell a good story. Period. And that's it. That's all we want to do. So we'll just do whatever it takes to tell a good story.
We gotta introduce diversity into it too, man. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta properly represent everybody.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. Whatever it takes to tell a good story.
Caffeine usually.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I like this idea, Race World. I've created a whole bunch of different characters that play along, and a lot of the word kind of, it means racing each other competitively, but it also has a way of indicating all of these races of different races all over the galaxy that are competing. And everybody's got their own story and their own reasons as to why they're going to compete in this crazy ass fucking race that goes on, all the time. And of course, there's a lot of money involved and a lot of corruption and can be involved. And
It wouldn't be fun otherwise.
yeah, I got these protagonists that are, hardcore, fun-loving, and I got these antagonists that I wouldn't want to tangle with in any story, but I'm going to make them, and I want to do all of these different storylines I've been holding in for years, all because of fucking Arachnus. I went with one of these side villain characters that I had made up, and then it ended up taking over my entire world, and now, I love Arachnus, but I almost feel like Arachnus is like I'm constipated, and Arachnus is stuck, and I got all this
That's a
diarrhea
shitty
that
way
I
to
need to
look at
fucking
it.
shit out.
You never
And
know.
I can't because I got Arachnus blocking me. But I'm getting Arachnus out. He's gonna, but I'm definitely gonna like try to reintroduce to new generations the '90s work that I did on Arachnus, which is probably the first thing I'm gonna do here shortly. But I wrote the script out to Redemption, and that's 2 other books that I added to that story. And
That reminds me, Michael. I found issue 0, and
oh yeah,
it's on the way. Where
oh
does it
that's
fit in the series?
after the first 4 and before the other 3,
Sweet. Okay, thank you.
right
Sorry,
in
I
the
didn't mean to
middle.
interrupt. I just
No,
thought
no
about it
problem.
suddenly.
Yeah, and that was the other thing because I included Zero into this omnibus, but I also included, if I was gonna do like 2 different graphic novels for both stories, but I decided not to. I'm gonna put it all together in one book omnibus. So I got 11 or 10 issues that are gonna go into one book, and
That's already. If that looks anything like your Centaur, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Dude, your motorcycle Centaur is freaking ridiculous. It's surreal.
oh yeah, no, this one's nothing compared to the ones that I'm working on now. The ones I want to show you, uh, I'll show you next Saturday.
Okay.
I'll show you all the characters. I got a couple of these female characters and a couple of these warrior characters, and I got another one that I was working on. It's sketched out now, but I think it's going to look dynamic. And basically, it's
Well, it
a
should.
duel between 2 centaurs that are about to joust each other on bikes, jousting on bikes. But anyway, I think it'll look cool, and I'm excited about this story. I'm working on another story with Dolan. You know, he's Dolan Waddick. Um,
He did the Unholy Nightmare for those that aren't
yeah,
familiar with him.
yeah. He writes a lot of books. Actually, he's a good writer. I'm still not sure if he's going to be the writer on this book because I need somebody that I feel like Ball and Chain should have some comedy. I don't know. There's all these connotations that come with the name Ball and Chain. So I got these ideas for characters involved, and I want to make it a steampunk kind of world, and mostly I'm not sure if Ball and Chain are going to be the name of a husband and wife superhero team, or if I'm going to just use Ball and Chain as a overall concept to include several characters.
Damn.
But those are things I want to talk to Dolan about, see what he can do and what direction we can go. But yeah, I think Ball and Chain is going to be a really good story. It's centered around a powerful, maximum security prison, and I want to do like Arkham Asylum kind of thing where this prison houses the worst criminals you can imagine, right? Some really hardcore ones. One of them, and he's the overall badass of them all, of the bad guys.
Yeah.
And I'm making him wicked, but he is actually a cult leader, and so that makes him a little more dangerous than all the other gang leaders and whatever, because this guy runs a fucking cult, and these people follow him like he's some kind, he's a guru, but like he's God or something.
Nice.
But
What I understand, that's how those people generally are.
yeah, and this guy is wicked as fuck, and I'm not gonna reveal a lot, but there's a twist to it all. But mostly, I got the antagonist part locked down, like no pun intended. But it's just about the protagonist. One of the things that I thought I wanted to do originally with Ball and Chain was there's this thing in prison called a chain gang, and these people would wear the ball and chain on their wrists, on their ankles, I mean, and then they'd be out there for hours all day long, just pounding rocks, pulverizing rocks, right? And that was their job. and use sledgehammers and pickaxes, and it was hard and grueling work. And they couldn't run off because they had this giant ball and chain holding them down. And so the ball and chain actually originates from them. It's not just like I wanted to use it in a way of husband and wife kind of idea, because ball and chain back in the day was often referred to as the husband or the wife. They would refer to each other as the old ball and chain. Can't go anywhere with them holding me down.
Yeah.
And so I thought that would be kind of a clever, and then make him ball, and he's like a wrecking ball, like powerful, big ass motherfucker. And she's nimble and quick and uses a chain as a weapon, like a Manriki chain or a whip.
That's cool.
And they both are, just brawlers, but they love each other, but they might bicker or complain or husband and wife shit.
Well, we all know it was overrated anyway.
And then pit them against the most vile, evil, badass motherfuckers that can exist in their world, right? And but and make that last over a couple of issues, like a 10-issue series or something. But at the same time, I also thought that ball and chain might be considered like an idea to. So let's say this prison has been taken over, right? A giant prison riot, and the powers that be succumb to the prisoners who have all the control now, especially the leaders, the gang, the big guys, the really evil ones that are serving lifetime prison sentences, like several lifetimes. Maybe even some that were on death row but now are free. They take over this prison, and this prison is a fortress, and they just completely take it over as if they took over a castle in medieval times. But now they're solid, and they're able to send their ranks out into the city to cause all kinds of damage, to steal, to cause problems. And in essence, they're kind of ruling everything in like a military position, but they're all prisoners, and they need a ball and chain. The ball and chain, I was thinking that it was a group of these guys that are part of the chain gang, but are isolated from the real bad guys. And these guys, they're criminals, and they're ruthless and they're bad, but they're not evil. So they're kind of like John McClane, already trapped inside the building that's being attacked by bad guys, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's these guys, these prisoners that are all part of the chain gang. They, unite and become a wrecking force to battle the bad guys from inside the prison, and they end up like saving lives, because there's a lot of the warden and his family were taken hostage, and all these innocent people are hostage, and there's guards and stuff that are being tortured systematically by evil people, and all kinds of hell on earth in prison story.
Man, that's crazy.
And I want to be creative as far as I like the steampunk idea, because I'm imagining these kind of technology that uses steam, like cybernetics and armor that the guards may have had now. The weapons, they're steam powered machine guns and shit, and just make it like that. And
if you can get a hold of any Lady Mechanica comics, that was the Joe Benitez book I was telling you about.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like that steampunk look, especially this movie that I saw recently called Immortal Engines. That movie was really fucking. It was good. It was like perfect steampunk story.
Well, speaking of good stuff, I want to swerve off a little bit off base here. I got some campaigns I want to take a look at while you guys draw in the background. So we're going to enter this little new thing that we got going on. It's a lot like the Twilight Zone, but it's not quite like the Twilight Zone. It's something else entirely. It's the Shill Zone.
Dun dun dun.
Where we're going to look at some campaigns here from some of our friends out there in the world and try to get them a little bit of support if that's okay with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Eh.
Well, I mean, you know, not everyone is as deserving, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to make it happen for some of these guys.
Let's
So
do it.
we're gonna start off with Michael Ferrero's Cool It Volume 2.
He's on
Over
2
here.
already?
I'm sorry, Volume 1. I'm just
Oh,
that
oh,
excited. I'm excited for him to get to Volume 2. Cool It Volume 1 by Mike Ferrero over here on the Indiegogo.
That is a fun looking book.
Yeah, he's already got 67 backers at $29.37. I believe he's entering into his last chance territory.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of hot babes.
You can get a digital copy of the comic for $10.
Dang. Yeah,
He's got
that's
an
that's cool.
exclusive villains cover for just $20.
I like that chick.
You can get the comic with the
Anybody
trading
know what
card,
her name is?
$25. White Spider, I think her name is.
White Spider?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's cool.
It's got a very manga influenced take.
Does she got spider legs that comes out of her back, or is that hair?
Yeah, I think it's just hair.
Well,
Yeah, I think they're all just fighters of different styles.
um,
And all the links to these campaigns will be in the description after the video gets wrapped up. Michael likes Street Fighter, so I'm assuming that a lot of his influence is from that kind
is
of
a fun
genre,
game.
Rocky, Karate Kid, that kind of stuff.
oh yeah.
And Mike's a great guy. We had him on the show a while ago when he first started bringing this out. It's good stuff.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his work. I love it.
So we got
It
that.
reminds me of a friend of mine back in the day. Bill. I have to get his name, but he was a comic or cartoonist really, and he did a drawing of Arachnus that I posted in one of my books.
That's cool.
But he was a cartoonist, and he had a comic book called Moxie, and it was about this girl named Moxie, and she fought zombies with chainsaws and battle axes.
Battle Axes like you could find in Barbaric Adventures by Aaron Lopresti in Empire Comics. This is a callback to like heavy metal, that kind of stuff. 1970s comics like Savage Tales, Savage Tale of Conan, this kind of stuff. And they are absolutely killing it on this book. A lot of people are excited about this. It's going to be a 64-page square-bound magazine format that's 8.5 by 11, black and white.
Is that something new that they're doing, or is this a one-shot?
I think it's I don't know if this is going to be ongoing or one-shot. I'm not entirely sure about this.
Yeah, I'd like to get involved in that. I love drawing Conan.
We're going to have the talents of Aaron Lopresti, David Williams, Dan Lawless, Gary Martin. I believe they're even getting a cover from the legendary, there you go, forgetting his name again, Joe Jusko.
Oh, damn.
Cool.
Yeah. This is the cover by Aaron here. I mean, this work is just phenomenal. This is David Williams. This is Dan Lawless.
That one looks cool.
Oh, yeah. Also, Dan's been on the show, and he's trying to find some time to get back on here. And this is Joe.
I like Dan's work. Who's that?
This is Joe Jusko's cover.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Just Go.
Just Go. It's Just Go. Just Go.
This is over on Indiegogo. It's called Barbaric Adventures.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're up to $46,309 from 556 backers. I believe this is open for a while yet. So, like I said, all the links to these will be in the description. Let me see what else we got here. And it totally quit sharing. Damn it. What are you doing? Stop that. Here we go. Terror in the Trenches 2 from Von Klaus.
That's another fun looking book.
Yeah. I like Von's style. I like his storytelling. If you like the first one, you're sure to like the second one. All of the Black Terrorist nightmares have come home, and they brought their friends.
that was nice
hours
of
and
him.
walking through the smoking ruins of the neighborhood he once swore to protect, Bob Benton, the man called Black Terror, faces his deadliest foes yet. This is also over on Indiegogo. They got 8411 by 201 backers. It's a very dynamic, animated style book that you're sure to enjoy. We all know that Von Kloss has got the swagger and the street cred to pull this off.
Then he's delivered before, so that's
And
always
he
a
has
good
delivered
sign.
multiple times before. And we got another one that you may have heard of, Reaper Destroyer Issue 2 by our good friend Joe M. Sontag,
Nice.
or as the Pope calls him, JMS. Sorry,
That's
Joe.
definitely a fun book.
It's a dark sci-fi fantasy series, continuing the adventures of Matt as he goes inside the recesses of his mind to find out what he is really all about, what sort of destiny awaits him as he deals with the Reaper Destroyer persona, armor kind of thing. And he has to fight the evil of Apophis, the man who was apparently, or not man, but creature, entity, I guess would be a better word. Seems to be pulling all the strings from the background. And in just one day, in 22 hours, when they first started this, they were already 240% funded.
All right.
47 backers. They got 28 days left on this project. This is also an Indiegogo, so head on over there, do a search for Reaper Destroyer 2, or just click the link that will be in the description after the video is posted.
Those supplemental books are really cool too on Reaper Destroyer.
And he still has some supplemental books left, so go over to Joe's Twitter and hit him up. See if he'll see if he's got one for you.
Sure he does.
All right, and did it to me again. I was testing this out earlier, the share screen feature over on this thing, and it was not acting as hinky as it is now. So just bear with me. Here we go. We got Phenomenon number 3 by Mr. Patrick Quinlan. River of Blood, Second Chance campaign. I think Patrick is writing
I
it.
think Chris Graves drew something for that, a cover.
He did a cover. He did a cover. And happy birthday, Chris, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Happy birthday.
Chris. Yeah. They got an EVS cover over here, which is just gnarly as hell. The story of the Phenomenon 1999 continues with issue number 3, Into the Valley of Death. Everything you've ever known is a lie. But the Phenomenon is real. Killer art. Who's doing the art on this? I feel like I should know, but I don't. Aaron Lepresti did cover A. He's also offering different variant covers, as well as the colored EVS cover. You get the black and white, the line art, which I don't know. The colors look good, but I do love a crisp, clean image of line art. Get to study in its fine detail.
Hey, I'm gonna switch to my phone, so I'll be right back.
Okay, don't make any calls you're gonna regret later. Sean Salter is doing cover B, and this is the game. This is who's Alan did this too, right? Goldman, didn't he do that cover?
It looks like Alan Goldman.
Yeah, I think that's Alan Goldman did that one too. So Phenomenon number 3, head on over there to Fund My Comics. Salter is doing cover B. Okay. Check that out. They got 14 days. They've been at this for 14 days. They got 48 days to go. 25 backers, $2,146 raised. Campaign ends September the 26th over on Fund My Comic. And of course, this one I have a little bit of bias towards. Universal's Initiative Book 1 by the guy that was on the show last week, Mark Polton. You may recognize his name as a writer for DC Comics, Image Comics, Arcana Studio. He's done Wraith and Pain 2. He did Savage Hawkman, Evangeline for Rob Liefeld and Extreme Studios. And now he's coming at it again with Universal's Initiative Book 1. Currently tearing it up over there on Fund My Comic with 34 backers at $2,034 in just 16 days. It is on the storefront, so there is no day where you're going to miss it. But why wait? Head on over there, check it out. This art is by Dan Dahl, John Malin, myself, and Chris Graves. We helped finish a lot of these pages up with the inks over on Malin's and Dan Dahl's pencils. He's got covers from Joe Bennett, Deborah Carita, Malin himself, and of course, Rob Liefeld.
Nice.
Offering the oversized deluxe edition. Brand new universe of superhero characters, sci-fi action adventure, just like you want in a comic. Universal's Initiative, Book 1, over there on Fund My Comic. Go over there, check it out. And this one I've been hearing a lot about. I'm very excited about it. Every time I take a look at this, it makes me excited. It reminds me of all the sci-fi shows that I loved as a kid. Skylights. It's a 200-page sci-fi graphic novel. It's filled with high-stakes action, classic spirit of pulp adventure comics. It's really good looking. I don't want to play the trailer, but this art is phenomenal. I mean, look at this. It's good looking stuff here. Keith Morangi, I think is the one doing it. He's writer and artist on it, professional storyboard artist. He's been doing this kind of stuff since 2014. He's been working on this in between jobs. And it's a full color 202-page behemoth of science fiction.
That's an impressive page count.
Yeah.
And you can get the digital for $15. And you can get I think you get the physical copy for, was it $36 in shipping? And you get the a sticker and the PDF digital with it. So yeah, man, this is some good looking stuff over here on Fund My Comic too. And we have Two-Fisted Tales of the Argonauts from Ashley Land. I'm not familiar with this creator, or any of you guys.
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
But I do like the art.
Wait, what's the name?
It reminds me of Brian Hitch. Ashley Land. The name of the campaign is Two-Fisted Tales of the Argonauts.
I'm not sure, but I think I remember hearing that name before, like David Finch mentioning it. Or unless he said Ashby Man.
I don't know.
One of those two. I don't know.
But it's not doing too terribly bad. It could use a little love and support. They got 5 backers in the last 10 days. They're at 100 for their goal of 600. They got 40 days to go. The campaign ends September the 18th. The Argonauts universe is a love letter to the golden age of comics and pulp magazine heroes. Effectively, one expansive world made in the vein of the 30s and 50s comics. Like I said, this artwork reminds me a lot of Brian Hitch's Ultimates from Marvel back in the day.
I think some of my favorite work of Hitch's.
Yeah, it's going to be 32 pages of full color. And they got stretch goals. Like if they surpass $1,200, they're going to put an additional 6-page short story in it.
Nice.
Yeah, not looking too bad. I kind of dig it. I think this is a cover, and this is a look at some of the interior art.
I thought that was John Stewart there in the foreground for a second.
Oh, the Green Lantern?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. That's also on Fund My Comic. And we have this guy here. You may have heard of this guy, Graham Nolan. I think he's new.
Yeah,
No?
name sounds familiar.
He says he's a 43-year veteran of comic book business. I've never heard of the guy. I don't know. It's crazy.
I like what he did on Batman Begins or Batman Returns.
Graham's a good guy and a legend in his own right. He's doing Chinu, which originally came out in black and white, but guess what? It's in color now. So he's re-released it in color for the first time ever. He's already got 32 backers, 1857 raised in just 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Asked for 20 grand, got 33 days to go. Chino in color from our good friend and legendary creator of Bane from the Batman, Graham Nolan.
Dang.
Graham never disappoints.
Very cool.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Those are over on Fund My Comic. And I wanted to take a look at the stuff that's over on this new little crowdfunding site some of you may have heard of, Back Me Bro. You guys heard of this Back Me Bro thing?
I haven't been there yet, but I've heard good things.
I mean, nobody's talking about it. It's a shame, really. Nobody's talking about it. We got the Fantastics, which is not launched yet, but it's on the way. This is a return to superhero action from the guy we were just talking about, Graham Nolan. So he's going to be doing a return to superhero action adventure. The Fantastics going to be launching, I believe, exclusively over on Back Me Bro.
That reminded me a lot of what I liked about the original Fantastic Four.
Yeah. You can go over there, sign up for it, and when it launches, you will be among the first to know and get to support it. And rounding out our show stream so far, we got Shane Davis's Starlight Cast, Merlion Rising Collected Edition, also on Back Me Bro, Little Girl, Big Adventure, Kitty Cats in Space. They've already, this is the first campaign they put over there, and they smashed it, absolutely killed it. $21,631 pledged of only $500 they were asking for. There's 10 days left to this. Campaign ends on the 18th at 7 in the morning. Head on over there if you haven't already backed this amazing looking campaign. A comic from our good friend Shane Davis and Yanzi Lin. 64 pages of a little young girl and kitty cats trying to save the universe from alien mice and rats. Here we go. I do believe that's going to wrap it up for this edition of. Should I do it again? Yeah. But chills out. Just trying new things, guys.
Shilling.
Trying to. I'm not getting paid for any of this, by the way. Nobody's giving me any money to hawk their products. It's a thankless task, but I don't mind. I love comics that much.
Yeah. You could just add a tweet out of you're welcome.
Send me a Taco Bell gift certificate so I can have a good clean out over the weekend. Every time you think it's safe to eat out, they come up with something else. And the sad part is that now they're talking about that Chick-fil-A with the jalapeno pepper crisis they got going on.
Oh, I don't like that place.
What is it? Salmonella, I think they're talking about. And what makes it so bad is they just, and I do mean just, open up a Chick-fil-A in a town not too far from me.
I don't know. It seems like every time I've been there, it's just been flavorless and bland. So
I've never.
I don't go unless my kids have to for whatever reason.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of the Mexican food. I mean, I'll throw down on a taco every now and then, or a burrito.
Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A's not bad. We got one.
Is that who you're talking about?
No, Taco Bell and Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
Oh, Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Oh,
I thought you said Chick-fil-A.
That's what I thought you said too.
Chick-fil-A is bland. I like Chipotle.
So it's Chipotle. It's not Chick-fil-A. Am I purposefully?
That's how I've always said it.
Am I purposefully mispronouncing it because of my distaste for it?
Probably.
Could that be it? Am I a bad person?
Yeah.
What?
Chipotle is like the only fast food restaurant I've been in where they have like beer that you can order.
For real? I've never been in there.
I've been in there once.
We used to eat at a place all the time called Shoney's. But they They moved out. They went elsewhere. I don't know if the thing went bankrupt or what happened to that, Mom. Did they go bankrupt or did they just leave?
Oh, remember,
Because I know it was like
remember
locally owned and operated.
Andre screwed Butch over,
Yeah,
which made him lose, you know.
Yeah, he ended up killing himself over that. I do remember.
Yeah.
That was sad. But
Which was a good guy, too.
no, I mean because the Shoney's down in South Boston closed up too.
Yeah, because they both owned them.
Oh, they own both of them. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, if you've ever ate at like Bob's Big Boy or like
Yep.
something
It's
like
been
that,
a long time, but yeah.
they were a lot like that.
I like their fish.
Yeah, the fish is pretty good. But yeah, we pretty much when I do take Mom to town and we do eat out, it's usually just a quick something at McDonald's. Or there's a place called oh god, I'm gonna forget. Yeah, Merck's. It's like a little family restaurant kind of thing. Yeah, mom and pop thing. They got good homemade pies and stuff. And they got great hamburger gravy with mashed potatoes. Oh man, that is some good stuff.
You're making me hungry, man.
I try.
Next month we're going to Ernie's.
Hopefully I can get you down to Ernie's.
Yeah.
Every time I make plans, something happens.
Yeah, I know.
That's why you don't make plans, just do it.
Well, I mean, yeah, you'd think that would work, but then the universe has got a backup plan for me not making plans. The universe is not done, John. They know what they're doing when it comes to screwing with me. And you have to respect the power of that authority. It's like every time you got it figured out, you don't. They look that you know quickly who's in charge. Who's in charge? It ain't Charles, that's for sure.
Nope.
You know, they might be right. My humor might be an acquired taste. A lot of times I think the joke lands, but it doesn't. Do we lose Mr. Ortiz? Did he leave?
Even comedians have off days. I mean, that's why they set up their material. They don't have home runs every time.
Yeah, well, I'm one of the batter ups that strikes
Comedy?
out every time I strike out when I step to the plate. So, and it's encouraging because Benjamin Franklin said this before that he was an expert in the field that he made the most mistakes in.
I was never that great at baseball in school. I was really good at kickball though. I could kick the hell out of the ball.
Yeah, I love like dodgeball. When I was in the Army, we played dodgeball and overseas in Saudi Arabia. And the guys in my platoon, I'm 5'10", 5'10", but I think I made just barely minimum size requirement for MPs. Because most of the guys that I went there with, that I served with, these were big, giant motherfuckers, like big ones. And we had this tiny little basketball toy that we used as a ball to bean the shit out of each other. And man, these guys would throw like 230 pounds of weight right into a little tiny plastic ball that barely bounces, by the way. But
It'll
when
bounce off your
hits
head
you,
pretty well.
You sure it was a ball,
Yeah.
not a landmine?
I'll tell you this. Neither one of those feel good when they hit you. And I prefer the landmine, right? And but it was it was a good time. I was like 21 at the time, so we were young and dumb, and and I just learned to be as elusive as possible and not get creamed. And thank God I made it out of there without really suffering. But some of my friends didn't make it. It was really embarrassing. One of my friends, he got hit in the kidneys and shitted himself.
Oh
on
no!
the land.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, right on the court. Like, he got hit hard, but it was like, oh, shit.
Well, you know what they say: if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah. He didn't give a shit. He went and hosed off.
Oh,
And
he
came
did
right
give a
back
shit.
Yeah.
You have too much.
He
Nice.
wanted revenge after that, so he got it.
Yeah,
We had a blast. We had a lot of fun back then, but yeah. So I was competitive. I like sports. I was on a soccer team in high school in Puerto Rico, and I did
It's
that.
football, Ortiz. Football,
Yeah.
not soccer. Didn't you
Yeah,
watch
so
Ted Lasso?
it's always been soccer to me.
yeah.
Football is
American.
different. I love football too, but
Football is life.
I wasn't a soccer.
I was all set for Ted Lasso's return. Then come to find out they're doing the girls team now. Like, I don't care. And none of them are really that hot. I want to see hot girls on the court shaking their ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, in the Army at basic training in AIT, there was a whole company of women that I served with, and I've seen them at their best, dressed up, dolled up, and a lot of them were like really, really good looking when they're dolled up. But
Oh,
then
yeah.
I've seen them when they're not dolled up, and you're like, what the fuck happened? It's like, wow, big difference.
Oh,
It
yeah.
took some getting used to, but yeah, you find the beauty in them without makeup and shit. Because their personalities were really cool and stuff. So there was a lot that I liked. I
And some
couldn't
of them,
touch them because I was married at the time, but there was a lot of like closeness involved and
closeness.
serving with women.
I hear you. Closeness. I
Uh,
understand.
they ended up becoming more like sisters, but I mean, we got so close and intimate that I knew when they were on the rag, and it
That's
was
just
open.
gross.
It was just
Yeah, it might be too close.
A little
yeah,
too close.
stuff like that. That's how it works. You just get close to them and we treat each other like brother and sister.
Why do you smell like iron? Oh, okay. You're on the rag. I understand.
Yeah. Some of the guys, I mean, there were other girls in different companies. Like there was this cook that came along in Saudi Arabia. But these guys that I served with had no coots. They're just assholes, basically. Because this girl, I guess she had a yeast infection. So she put off a pretty bad odor. And the guys in my company were relentless, man. They teased the shit out of her, got her to cry as often as they could, just to be mean, just to, like saying shit like, is that bread in the oven done yet? Is that yeast
Man.
cooking?
Sourdough.
Yeah, sourdough and all kinds of stuff. And I
She didn't
wouldn't.
shit herself at least like that other guy.
No,
Ew.
it came and went basically. Just got to take it in stride because, I mean, again, these guys that I was in the Army with were 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, And that's just the way, I mean, they treated local residents, I mean, they bad enough to where I was embarrassed. I was kind of ashamed to be, associated with the U.S. Army, with the way these guys would treat these poor children, make them chased after candy bars that we have in our MREs, and then right at the last minute, as soon as they were able to get it, snatch it away from them, and
You
then
got
drive
candy
away
bars in your MREs? You lucky
Yeah.
dog?
Well, we had like M&Ms and stuff.
Yeah, that's all we got was M&Ms.
Mm. Well, those local kids love that shit, man. Whatever chocolate was, a lot of times, I actually got to experience watching these kids eat chocolate for the first time in their life.
That's probably not a good thing. Here, take all this extra sugary crap.
Yeah, well,
Eat like an American.
yeah, they just don't get an experience to eat. Chocolate is considered rich man's food over there. Only rich people eat chocolate.
The way the economy is going, it's considered a rich man's food here, too.
Yeah, well, over there, and this is inside the kingdom. And these were the poorest subjects ever, and they lived in squalor and in their own villages, and they just, you know, they didn't have a lot at all. And it was kind of, you know, and they're like really cute little kids, like cute little girls. You know, they're smart and they're nice, but they're just, you know, I was always wishing the best for them all. But, you know, I saw this one little girl, her finger, I mean, she's 3, 4 years old, and she's waiting for a medic to look at her finger, and it got blown off. Her finger got blown off, and she's just holding the stump in her hand. And she's like this cute little 3-year-old girl, has no business holding her fucking ruined hand.
Yeah, she should have somebody else hold that thing for her.
No, it's just it should have never happened. But she's in a country where shit like that happens, where, you know, because we're at war. And she lost her parents in that bombing, and she was just this little Iraqi girl, a child, in the midst of all of this devastation around her. It was we were we escorted a hospital up into Iraq, and we were right behind 2-4 Cavalry, their armored division for the you know, tanks and Shermans, or not Shermans, but these big fucking tanks. But yeah, we saw their devastation. They fucked up the Iraqi army like big time, and since we were right behind them, we got to witness all their destruction and devastation, and it was horrible. It was really, really bad. And you know, and these guys, these Iraqi soldiers, a lot of them were abandoned by their own military to sit out in these bunkers for weeks and months at a time without food, without supplies, because we cut it off. They weren't able to get anything, and they were surrendering by the droves, because they just, you know, the fight was out of them. They could barely fucking hold their pants up because they were starving to death. So they just threw themselves at our military and just, I surrender. We caught this one guy, spoke a perfect American English, and he was an Iraqi soldier. But he just came to Iraq to visit. He lives in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as he landed here, the war started, and they threw him into the army. No ifs, ands, or buts. And he was an American citizen. But he was like, thank God you guys are here. Oh, man. You know, and he was like, what the fuck? You speak perfect English? Because I'm not a fucking Iraq. I'm American.
I'm one of you.
Huh?
I'm one of you guys, man.
It's like Cheech Marin when he trying to get back into the U.S.
Well, it took a lot, because we weren't going to take everybody for face value. Just because he said you're American doesn't, you know. So it took a lot for him to finally prove that it came out true. But, you know, at first we were like, shut the fuck up and get your hands on your head.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys know that 65 years ago today, Fantastic Four #1 hit the newsstands?
What?
Yeah, 65 years ago today.
Wow.
Fantastic Four #1 hit the newsstands.
What is today?
August the 8th.
August 8th.
Before I was born.
It's pretty cool, man. And they've been destroying it ever since.
Everyone should thank all the parents that threw away the issue #1s to make all these issue #1s that are left worth money.
Yeah. All those cool comics you had when you was a kid, you no longer have.
I remember I had so many
still
teachers.
worth money? Do they still collect?
What's that?
Yeah, depends. Yeah, they are.
Before I was even done with Arachnus, #1 issue was selling for $50 a copy.
Damn.
And that was before I even finished the line. Like, I was on the 9th issue, I think, and Arachnus was selling for $50 on Comic Book Buyer's Guide.
That had to make you feel good, though. Right?
Yeah, there's that Dork comic that came out this year that's going for like 100 now.
I have yet to read that. Is that any good?
It's pretty good. Pretty good story. I mean, it's more like
grabbed any copies.
What was that? You were breaking up, dude.
Saying I've seen it in the shops, but I just haven't picked up a copy yet.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've seen like the cover there, and this kind of cartoony.
It's a fun story. I've only been paying attention because Rob Norton does reviews on it.
Uh-huh. Oh, he did a review on it.
Yeah,
I must have missed that one.
he did I think the first and second issue, and seems to be going pretty good.
All right. What are they on? Like 4 or 5 now?
Yeah, they're not too far along.
I know when the first one came out, it was like it was tearing it up out there, man. Everybody, that's all anybody was talking about. I'm like, what is this freaking dork book about? That's crazy.
Oh,
It's very rare for comics to make that big of a splash these days.
I like that. Dork, right? You're talking about Dork, that cartoon of the Dork.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like stories like that. I actually have another comic book idea that I want to put out, and I like that style art, like that cartoony, kind of realistic. And so I got this book, or the storyline, that involves this ninja I used to draw all the time that I called Daremo. And I'd like to do something like that with Daremo involved. And Daremo's best friend was this Mongolian warrior named Jumaga. And he goes on a quest that basically takes him around the world in a fantasy style feudal Japan. So, he finds people along the way, and he finds a shipboat captain that's a pirate, and goes on these adventures with this Mongolian warrior, and he's on a quest to save this Japanese princess, and his village, and his people, of course, come from the ninja, and he's after this demon samurai who destroyed his village, and the only way he can fight the samurai or this demon is with a magic sword called Death Singer. And Death Singer is this katana that when you pull it out, it begins to sing the song of death. And
So it's a heavy metal sword.
Like
and
that,
nobody
like that
can
Frank
wield
Sinatra
that
sword
sword.
in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. So the legend is nobody can wield that sword, Death Singer. And he's called Daremo. It's a self-proclaimed name. His real name is Kojima. But Daremo means nobody in Japanese. And so he is nobody. And that's why he's able to wield that sword. So nobody can wield Death Singer. That's right. Anyway.
Oh, I get it.
When
Nobody.
I was in school, and a lot of the characters, like Little Wolf was this Indian who wants to know what the white men are, or see the white man as enemy.
The white man
Makes friends with this cowboy dude, Joe Kidd, and they become friends. And Joe Kidd's never met an Indian before, and he's always talking about when he sees one of those engines that he's gonna, tear him a new asshole or whatever, just because of stories that he heard in the past about how dangerous engines are. So he makes friends with Little Wolf and has no idea that Little Wolf is an Indian because he's never seen an Indian before. What?
The motorcycle?
What motorcycle?
I'm just kidding. Indian motorcycle?
Oh, yeah.
It took me a minute too, Joe.
Yeah, they're just characters that I wanted to put in this. They're all 1800s kind of setting,
What
so
tribe?
Wild West. But I also got, I got this, basically a space cadet from the future. His name's Maelstrom, and he's got a sidekick who's an AI robot called Jolt. and Joe's kind of like he takes a lot of the brunt of the damage. And
You got to be careful putting all this out there, dude, because someone might steal it.
You think so?
Yeah. It's a ruthless market out there.
Well, if I say it now, don't I proclaim it in some way? So
Yeah,
I can
trademark
just use
copyright.
this video as a reference. Like I said this way back in 26 August, so on. So unless
On
you
the
can,
anniversary of Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
huh?
You said it on the anniversary of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Well, I do have Daimo's copyrighted, so's Arachnus, and all the other characters associated with Arachnus. I copyrighted all of them, but there's a lot of other characters that I want to put out that aren't copyrighted. And and I know that it takes a smart publisher to concentrate on one book at a time, kind of. But honestly, I want to concentrate on one book myself, but it doesn't mean that I can't oversee the production of all these other books if I can. So right now I got like I think I mentioned this before to you guys last time where I'm not sure how to dish these ideas out and hire writers to write a script. And then I want to go off the script before I hire artists to go along that can pencil these designs or the way the script turns out. And I need writers that, I mean, I've been asking around, even people that I feel like have ideas and never really written before could probably, take on a story and write it out in their own way. Because I like finding gems like that, people that, you know, has a way of expressing themselves through words that just comes out cool. And and I hope to run into them. But I want to make sure that I'm able to pay industry standard at least for these writers, and then along with some kind of opportunity for them to make money on the back end in case the book comes out really good, and then everybody can make money on it. But
You're trying to be fair. That's not cool.
what?
You're trying to be fair. Don't do that.
No, I am going to do that. And woe is the person I do business with that doesn't do that. So I'm pretty savvy. I can tell when somebody's gonna, he can definitely fuck me over once, but twice is probably not gonna happen. Maybe if it's deserving, I'm always out, looking. I forgive quickly, but some things, just you have to be a pretty fucking blatant asshole to want to cross me or to want to like do something to fuck me up because um I would never do that to anybody. I would never do that.
John, don't do
What?
it.
What did I do?
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't underestimate me, John. That's where people are in most danger. Is those that underestimate me.
Don't do it. Sheldon.
Anyway, I'm serious though about these story ideas. I got Dolan involved. I'm not sure yet. I'm not even sure how he feels about writing out this story of Ball and Chain, but I am looking for people that are interested in getting involved in a project and seeing it through, like not just half-assing it, but following through with it.
Oh,
And
wait.
actually make
You
it.
want people to get involved and stay on board and see it through to fruition?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I want that to happen because I want to make sure that that's why I haven't initiated yet, because unless I find somebody and they're actually good, I want to make sure that they get paid for it. Period. You know. So I think money talks. Everything else can fucking fuck off.
Yeah. What he said, but twice as aggressive.
But if there's opportunity to make money, and I don't expect an influx of money for no fucking reason whatsoever. I want to go after it, and so there's opportunity to get good funding, to get good finances. With just people that are looking to back up these stories or back these up. but I want to offer them not only a really badass synopsis and also a really cool artwork to preview, but the full on just set up marketing and promotions business to market and promote the book and publish it. I have my production company. It's called Impact Artistry, and I'm gonna produce these books and have paid for them to be produced by some of the best artists I hope to run into. I don't know yet. I know you guys, and I hope to put you guys to definite work and work together on projects. But I'm looking to um, tell a good story, and I want to tell them a lot of them. So I'm going to do that. And if I run into guys along the way that are wanting to do the same, I'm just hoping that it happens in a universe where I can pay for it and we can make it happen.
So like,
And in a couple of years, I want to be able to have all 15 of these titles on the shelves, and not only just those 15, but I need somebody that also knows how to. I need a lot of help. I need people that can program this thing called Pepakura, that knows how to do Pepakura, and because I got these ideas for that I'm not going to get into detail with because I don't want somebody stealing my fucking idea. But that is going to be a number one winner for me. I'm going to publish books about certain things that I think will be fun. And the other thing I want to do is I really want to get into uh, those 3D books, the pop-out books, the ones where you open them and this 3D image comes out and you can slide make windows open and close. But I want to do some really intricate, badass stories, uh, really well done and creepy, stories about supernatural things or spiders, or one that I saw that's really inspiring was one that was about zombies, right?
mhm.
Yeah, that one was, it was a big ass book that was on this table, and when they opened each page, it'd be like a mansion that had all these zombies coming out of it. It was so well done, really, really cool. And every page had something like a graveyard and zombies were coming out of it. And then the last page uh, was a door, a trap door. And when you open it, somebody dressed as a zombie literally popped out of the book because it was sealed to the table. So they were under the table waiting until they got to the end and the zombie came out. I thought that was badass. But, it inspired me. I want to do books like that, tell some really great stories in 3D format. And I also got ideas, really, I mean, I got a lot of ideas, you guys, but I created these board games for some of these stories. And I want to create, so I got these board games that I've designed, and I think a lot of them have a couple of these games include playing cards that go with them. I got a board game that I want to associate with Arachnus. It's a spider game, and it's about hunting your prey and different types of ways spiders can do that, and I think it'll be fun. And oh, my brother and I are going to produce these little 3D sculptures of some of the pieces that you can 3D print to play on these games also, or we'll do a prepackaged deal and have them 3D printed. But so I got these ideas, and eventually I'm going to move. If I can generate enough capital to pay the artists and to hire editors, to hire people that know how to do Pepakura, for instance, or computer design that know how to take something that's 2D and print it out, and then you take out that 2D print and you fold it and bend it in certain places, and you create a 3D paper craft design from 2D. It's the way it's designed and the way it's cut out. And, so I'm going to produce these books that have a cutout design to create 3D images that you can use and wear out. I'll have to explain that later, maybe in private, but not out in the public right now, even though I don't know how many people are watching, but it really doesn't.
You never know.
Yeah.
10 billion.
Yeah.
Are you going to be the editor for the comic books anyway?
Yeah. I talked to Dolan about that too. It's hard for me personally to work with an editor. I feel like if I was hired by the editor, it was one thing to go and work for somebody who hires me. But for me to hire an editor to come and boss me around, it just doesn't make sense, right? It's like, why would I hire a boss? I don't need a boss. And I feel like that's what an editor is, It's like somebody, he's got to boss you around. But Dolan knows some really good editors that he's been working with. So there are opportunities I can consider definitely. Most likely I'll have to get an editor, a couple of editors that I can trust and work closely with that would make sure that whatever crew we hire to do each book, can be worked on and produced, and artists working together and creatives working together. And, because it's not just about the artwork, it's about the world that the artwork exists in. It's not just about the world that the artwork exists in, but about the artists that are in that world. And all of it needs to come together. And the way we produced our books, because I definitely I want to produce with a lot of love. I really care about these stories, so I'm not going to hire people to intentionally fuck it up. I'm going to hire people that potentially make something really credible, something that's worth putting out there. And I like my stories to have messages that mostly positive that convey, but I don't know. I got this philosophy. When it comes to evil, I don't like to flower it up. I want to show really what evil is, so that you don't have. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about who the protagonist is. You really gotta. I don't know. Sometimes just come out of this way of controlling things and just let shit happen. And sometimes that shit that's gonna happen, in my mind, is scary and fucked up. But hopefully I'll be able to control it enough to where it comes off entertaining and not, I don't want to put a curse on my company or my business or on my books. Because I feel like sometimes you can, like Sam Raimi and doing the Evil Dead shit. I feel like you invite that kind of occult demonology into your writing, and you're essentially inviting it into your home. And then every single time they show a fucking Evil Dead movie, guess what? They're saying the incantation, summoning that fucking demon in your house, like in your, it's happening like in real time. Every time you watch a movie, they're playing the demon's name, calling upon those demons. And now, each of the movies so far, even the new ones, like now we're familiar with these deadites, these demons. And guess who else might be a deadite? Fucking it might be a deadite. And
that dairy.
I divorced my demon.
Yeah. Well, I divorced mine too, but I didn't marry all my demons, and I just got into horrible relationships with them. And but that's because I had a demon on my shoulder, and it took me a long time to get over my demons. And I don't date any longer, and I'm like happy about that.
You hear that, ladies? You're out of luck.
He's
I
off
mean,
the market.
Obviously it turns out I realized on my last relationship that as old as I am, I'm in my 50s now, but I'm still really emotionally immature. I'm like a child. You piss me off, I'm gonna gripe and whine and don't make me mad, because I'm emotionally immature still. So I don't know. Maybe I'll grow up one day. Right now, my family is enough. I have all daughters, so uh, my pet peeve. My daughters they feel that imp, and it's having to explain where I'm at all the time or what I'm doing all the time. It's worse enough having daughters and family members that do that to me, but to be with a woman to also do that, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it back then, and I
Yeah,
don't know if I'm missing out.
commitment or anything to anybody after that. They don't know.
I just, yeah, but I think it's just better that I don't. I guess I gotta get my life together. I got my get my shit together before I'm able to worry about being with somebody else because I don't want to be with somebody to take care of me. I want to be with somebody that I could take care of. And so as soon as I'm in a situation, I guess, where I'm able to take care of somebody or be with somebody that doesn't have to take care of me, where we can just take care of each other because we want to, but it's not something we have to, right? And I need to get the only way I can get into those circumstances is if I get myself into a situation where I can take care of somebody and I don't need to be taken care of. And so maybe after I get a successful publishing company, that might do it. But it's going to take me a few years to get there. And until then, I'm content. I'm fine. I don't need all of that. I just put myself into my work and my kids right now, and it's been enough. I mean, it's been enough, really. I've actually been very appreciative that I didn't have to. I'm not dealing now with some of the difficulties that I went through already a long time ago. Years ago, I'm sure my last girlfriend is probably happy to know if she ever hears that she's the last one I've ever been with, and that was 6 years ago. So,
Hey, Tank Fair in the chat. What's up, buddy? How you been? Good
who?
evening, all you magnificent bastards and bastards from our good friend Tank Fair in the chat.
Oh, hey, Tank Fair.
Smash that
Oh,
like button. Yes,
oh,
please.
I just spilled coffee on. Oh, man.
Bastet. He's talking about the last woman you were with.
Yeah, not very entertaining conversation on when you get a bunch of comic book artists and then one of us starts whining about women, it's a downer. So let's change the subject. I really like what Sheldon.
I'm doing the color with Copics.
Yeah, man, your Spider-Man is coming out badass. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
John, I like that. I like that image right now that you got of Spider-Man.
Finally figured out something I liked.
Yeah, I know that pose is the hardest part.
Spider-Man looks like he's confused, like he's looking at the camera from a worm's eye view. He's like, "What is this?"
Oh, he's looking at a little spider there.
Oh yeah.
Can't believe we made $1 billion.
Man, that looks cool, John. Nice. Very nice. That's
Yeah, I always try to picture Spider-Man built.
Yeah,
kinda like
your work is dynamic.
So
It
I
looks
try
like
to
there's
have him
a lot of-
not
yeah, there's a lot of
about
shit
6
going on.
foot, but the trick is to make him look skinny and strong at the same time.
Very cool. Oh, I just spilled coffee all over my joint.
Oh man.
Oh well.
Don't worry,
Yep.
you can charge extra for that.
Huh?
So you can charge extra for the coffee stain.
Yeah, I'm gonna ink it, I guess. Instead of pencil it.
Just yeah, there you go.
But John, I got a few pencil images that I just have drawing or photos of, but if you're interested, I can send them to you. That Centaur one, it wouldn't be a bad idea to ink that one and then I'll figure
I
out.
know a guy.
how to digitally color it, and I want to use it as a cover for Centaur Rising eventually. It depends if I can get that chick to look good. But I'll send you because I fucked around with it on Clip Studio Paint, and so I'll send you the finished. And I just made a couple of adjustments, and I think it
have
looks better.
a little bit of Rob Liefeld in me. I hate fucking drawing feet.
Yeah, well, they're hard, especially Spider-Man's foot, but it looks good like that.
Somewhere I can see it in my
I
head.
think sometimes
Well, that's
it
right.
wouldn't
When
be
you draw
bad to
Spider-Man, you
have the
have to
foot
exaggerate
all
the
the-
features.
you know what I mean? If you did something like,
Is that a ballpoint pen you're drawing with, Michael?
no, it's a pencil.
Oh, okay.
But if you did his feet like
King's crunching deadlines tonight.
that,
Ooh, have fun with that, Tank.
He also says he's not into gay stuff like kissing girls. I don't understand that. But good for you, buddy.
you know,
I thought
I don't
doing
think
some of that
about it.
means you're not gay.
I start thinking about it, I start missing. So I don't think of it. As soon as my mind goes to that kind of stuff, because I love it. I love intimacy. I love women. I love women. I just, I don't know. I lost myself, and I guess it's taking me a long time to fucking find myself because I am lost. I'm like the impediment, I guess, of the idiot savant, the artist with no intelligence. I'm an unintelligent artist type. I'm a romantic, a hopeless one. I keep thinking I'm going to fall in love with the next girl, and I mean, because I will, because that's how easy it comes for me. I just love you instantly, and then I'll ruin your world. I'll just
Beautiful.
Michael, if you're flirting with me, you can stop right now.
That's a special kind of love.
Yeah, the other day I was talking to this girl. She's been friends with my daughter. She's in her 30s. Real beautiful girl, but she comes over all the time. She broke up with her boyfriend, who was 10 years younger than her, and she's listening to me. I'm giving her advice, but the first thing, she came over and she didn't want to offend my daughter, her best friend, by being here at the house alone with her dad, right? And I was like, oh, you don't have anything to worry about, because I said, I am lovable and women fall in love with me easy, but it's a switch that I can turn off and on. And with you, I have it turned off. So
you are so modest. I love it.
Yeah, you're practically my sister. I know when you're on your period.
Yeah, I can smell the iron a mile away.
Oh.
Yeah, I've sat in a latrine in the middle of the desert with a female soldier in the booth right next to me. Same portable, but separated by a wall of wood, because it was a wooden latrine, and I can see her from her shoulders up because it doesn't go that high up, and she can see me, of course, and there's nothing we can do about it. We both got to go. So with her consent and my consent, I was like, have at it. I'm not going to tell you to move, but you ain't going to like what you hear. And it's just as bad on her part than it was on mine. We were both going at it. And it was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening kind of thing. But we did it, finished, moved on. I never saw her again.
Launching your artillery shells right next to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. It was bad. It was embarrassing, but I mean, sometimes you just can't avoid it.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my
don't
friend.
understand when you're over there, privacy is just not an option.
Privacy is a premium.
Yeah.
It's not like you're sitting there thinking, oh, yeah, she's going to really dig the way I drop this in there. She's going to love that manly echo.
Yeah, it gets pretty bad. And it was bad. It was a lot of like,
And you get
And then it was like,
later on, your gaze catches
Yeah.
her across the mess decks. She gets you.
well, I don't know if any of you ever had to do it, but I had to pull latrine duty when I was in the army in Saudi Arabia. You know what latrine duty is?
Yeah, you gotta clean the shitter.
Yeah, you got to take those barrels of fucking shit and burn it. Put kerosene in there, stir it until it burns into ash, and then dump out the ash into um, um, a hole in the ground in the desert, and then cover it. But it took forever for that shit to burn in kerosene, and it wasn't a pleasant smell. But but that duty was so easy because while you're sitting there, literally doing nothing for hours, waiting for that shit to burn, we can just chill under the shade, drink, play cards,
You
whatever.
really had a party atmosphere going on, huh?
Yeah, well, that's what would happen. We also had an opportunity to get as much near beer as we wanted.
That's some hot shit right there.
Yeah, well, it sucked, but alcohol was illegal in Saudi Arabia, so we had to just accept near beer as a beverage. And I didn't like it at all. 'Cause I think beer tastes like shit in the first place. Even though I love a couple of beers. The first couple of beers are really good, but after that, the taste bothers me. And so by the time I'm in the third or fourth beer, I don't like the way it tastes any longer. But near beer was worse. It was like, why suffer the taste and not get the benefits of being drunk?
That's how I feel about decaffeinated coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what is the point of
What
that
are you guys doing to yourselves?
Yeah, or like caffeine-free soda. It's like, what's the freaking point, man? I'm trying to get a high here. Don't take that away from me.
You guys used to really be somebody. You just lowered yourselves to.
Don't make me hate you more. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, I've just been kind of doing a collection of sketches. I really ain't got nothing going on. My brain's been all over the place tonight.
Yeah, I get that a lot. It's hard to draw on the fly. It usually takes me I do a lot of when I do start drawing like a regular page or whatever, I spend hours just doing stupid stuff that just to get myself relaxed enough to concentrate on a drawing. And it takes me a while. So like I've never been much of a artist where I can just, draw real quick on the fly. If I practice that, I could do it, but I don't practice it at all.
Well, it's looking good so far.
I remember seeing the first time I seen a cartoonist draw. He was the artist for Woody Woodpecker.
Oh yeah.
And,
Dude.
Seeing him draw on it was PBS, I think. I seen that as a little kid. It looked like magic how quick he was doing everything.
Yeah, I love that. I love the way they do that. Aaron Blaze does that. Have you ever seen his work? He's got a
Not for a while. I seen somebody was shared a video, but yeah, it was.
yeah.
Really
He's
cool.
got a YouTube page, and he's all the time on there drawing and teaching people how to animate and drawing animals. And he's really fucking. He can just draw that shit on the fly, and it come out like just badass. And the way he draws, it looks magical. It looks like really. I don't know. I like it.
Sheldon, you're killing it with those topics, man.
Thanks. Figured I'd just take the opportunity to futz around since I'm not worried about messing up someone's character.
Yeah, it looks good. I like it. It's such a. It looks like he's coming out of a hole or something too.
Oh yeah, maybe I should draw that.
He just got done with latrine duty. He's trying to get away from that smell.
Yeah, got to get away from that duty.
Yeah.
No, it looks good though. I like his expression too.
John, you want to show off something of yours?
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
good idea. Yeah, foreshortening on the foot.
Oh yeah.
Mama Donna said put it up on Facebook so she can like it later.
I will.
I don't have
Probably
Facebook.
tomorrow, but I will.
I don't want to make what I'm doing big, but I do have something I wouldn't mind showing off. I just got to find it.
give me a few minutes.
I like that Carnage face you're doing there. How he's like,
Yeah.
his neck is looking really strained. Yeah.
I've noticed Spider-Man for me has one of the best rogues galleries. It's like nearly all of them, him and Batman, their rogues galleries for me are like some of the most fun to draw.
Yeah, I do. I remember Venom when I was a kid, middle school. Like everybody thought Venom was awesome. Then we got some comics, and then Spider-Man beats Venom, and we're like, I don't know. None of us liked Spider-Man at that time.
Dude, when Venom, back in the day, when Venom was an actual villain and posed an actual threat to
He was
Spider-Man.
like as popular as Wolverine.
Yeah, then he got too popular too fast. And then he wanted to make Venom Lethal Protector and all that other.
Oh, yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah, a long time ago, I don't know if I can find it, but I did a car that had Venom, and Carnage, and Spider-Man, and Venom, I think, all fighting Spider-Man on this car.
Nice.
Let me see if I can find it. It's been such a long time. But
apparently, they're supposed to be rebooting Venom again for like the millionth time. And maybe this time they'll put him back to form.
I doubt it.
I think they're separating him from Mary Jane. Which, when I found out that he was they were, like attached to each other. I'm like, Jesus.
I never understood that because he traumatized her.
Yeah.
So how is that alien going to emotionally bond with someone that it's traumatized?
I don't know. I didn't read any of it, but I'll go to a lot of comic book news sites just to like stay on top of what may or may not be happening, And I read something about they were kind of dependent on each other. It was a life or death kind of thing. Like one couldn't separate from the other without dying.
Well,
fucking weird.
Yeah, that is kind of like, it just sounds pre-planned to, so you have this character, I guess, that you can use.
It sounds dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're doing away with that now. I hope so.
Oh man, I just saw my Centaur character that I made that I was telling you about.
Damn, and I cannot find what I was looking for. All right, let me try something else. Give me a second, guys. Because I gotta wrap things up. Take a short break, and then I gotta head over to the Commandos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta fix Mom something to eat. Get a little bite to eat myself. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna bite myself.
This is my Centaur character that I drew for him.
Hang on 1 second.
Oh, cool. Big old.
Oh man, he's not half man, half motorcycle.
Centaur?
What are you doing?
That was a story that I was developing where he was the main hero in the story.
I like that, dude, but I like your motorcycle, half man, half motorcycle dude way better. That's a killer concept. I don't think anyone's even done that before. I want to see that.
Yeah.
How does that half motorcycle guy like bang anything? Or does he got like does he have something he has to like pull start?
He's got a very maneuverable and flexible muffler.
It's detachable.
Synthetics figured out a way to do it.
He's got bolt-on parts like a supercharger.
He's gonna.
Yeah, I really thought that I had some.
I swear, I lose more art than I actually do.
Here's another concept that I'm gonna make a book out of. I did this airbrush painting.
Oh wow!
It was the name of the book is Showdown in Hell, and that was the title for this piece. And she had to fight death in a duel, and she was wanted. So she's condemned to, and he wants to take her out in a duel, and basically cause her to be unalive. So she's got and then, so that's death and her, she's wanted, but instead of her image, I put Wicked Artworks, which was my company, and this is my emblem for my signature right here, MAO. I put that on all my artwork back then.
Oh, nice jacket.
All right, yeah. I found what I was looking for.
And so on the side, I had her dueling, and and then I gave him the fender, and Confederate flag. That was because the guy I did the bike for, he's Confederate. He's Southern Florida dude. So I did this. All of this freehand, everything, just off the top of my head, the whole thing. And so I got her in this duel, and then on the fender, which I don't have the fender, but she wins the duel. And what happens because she kills Death, now she becomes Death, and she has to take on killing everybody.
Damn, man, there's no job security even when you're deaf. That sucks. Like, they could kill you and just take the daggone job over.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be quick about it.
That looks really good, Don.
Thanks, man.
Building, holy crap. That's a lot.
Well,
of detail.
I photo referenced it.
Yeah.
And I didn't trace it though.
Oh, yeah, that looks bad.
Yeah, I mean, you
I wanted to trace it. I had traced it originally, and then when I looked at it, I'm like, you can tell I traced that.
I've noticed with Spider-Man's webbing, it almost has to be a character itself.
Yeah.
With how it's drawn. I know when I started drawing Spider-Man, or I figured out how to draw him, I think my webbing got out of hand real quick because I think I was probably looking at too much McFarlane and Larson era Spider-Man for my reference.
There's nothing wrong with that. You look at all the McFarlane, well, I don't know about Larson, but look at all the McFarlane you want.
Well, I was referencing an old picture that I had drawn, and so I was saying how fun it is to draw Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery.
You're doing really good with those colors, Sheldon. I really like that.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. There's a little bug spider buddy.
I like that.
I do like his expression.
Okay, one more again.
Nice.
Very nice.
Holy
Is that
cow.
the lizard? Is that the lizard?
No, it's Venom at the bottom, and then Carnage and Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one looks really good.
Yeah, it does look good. I like it. Good job.
I think I have drawn the lizard before, and Doc Ock. I really like the traditional, the orange and green suit that he had when we were kids.
Uh-huh.
Whenever I draw Doc Ock, that seems to be the go-to that I draw. And then Sandman, I think I've drawn him once. Mysterio. I've never been a fan of Mysterio because
Mysterio was right, John.
that fishbowl always just looked lame. But I've drawn a couple of his other villains, and it's just a fun time for me.
Yeah.
Spider-Man would be one of those books that I think I would enjoy drawing.
Definitely. I want to thank everybody for hopping on the stream with me tonight. Whipping out some Spider-Man and some Spider-centric characters. Everything looks phenomenal. I do appreciate it. And congrats to Sony and Marvel for breaking the bank with $1 billion. Probably getting closer to $2 billion by now, right? On the release of Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is infinitely better than a comic of the same name, by the way. We all know how horrible that was. Mama Donna, you want to say anything to anybody?
Yeah. Glad y'all showed up.
Yes, we do appreciate it. It's always fun to hang out with everybody and draw and talk comics and promote stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Definitely. Well, thanks for the invite, too. I appreciate each time.
All the time, man. All the time.
Welcome back anytime.
So we're going to shut it down. I'm going to take a little bit of a short break. And if those guys are still streaming, I'm going to go over there and holler at them and see what happens with all that.
I'll be up on Facebook, John, looking for your stuff.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
guys got anything you want to shout out to the world or let anybody know about real quick before we go?
I'm all good.
Just stop by our pages, support our work, and we always appreciate it.
Yeah, and Sheldon, congrats again, man, on getting funded. It's really cool. I'm glad that happened for you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for help getting the word out.
Now, don't be a bum and deliver the book, okay?
Yeah, you can't be
Yeah.
on the show if you don't deliver the book.
How much do you guys think I could double it all if I go gamble this?
I don't know, man.
Go for it. Put it all on the table.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
All right, folks. Good night. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share the stream out. See you next week.
Good night,
Yeah.
guys.
Good night. Good
Night.
night, everybody.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, baby.